everyone, this is Sarah and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Today is December the 8th. It is a Thursday. First week in December, actually it would be the second week in December. This is a channel about cross stitch and my name is Lady Lugana and I go by Sarah Van Wy on Instagram. And I'm so excited to be here and to share all the good things that I got to work on last month and all the plans I have for this upcoming month. And I'm just looking forward to seeing, quote unquote, seeing you guys. And I hear my dog chewing on something as we speak. Hopefully it's a toy and not my cross stitch. So I finally, as promised, got pictures hanging on the wall. Well, they're cross stitch, actually. Some of them, this one here, I did. I think I showed that in my last video. I'm going to move you a bit and you can see. There we go. And then these are all finds that we had. That one my husband gifted me. It is from 1878, I believe. He found that one and it was a Christmas gift last year. And then these other 4 we found in antique shops here in New Hampshire. Of different variety. I think the ones, this one, the top one, and the one in the very top here is, I think they're 1930s-esque. And then I don't know about Mr. Teddy Bear. He's actually, I think, needlepoint versus cross stitch. I apologize if you can hear my dogs. They're playing, and so they're like play growling. I don't know if you can actually hear them. Probably can hear that. So November was actually, I got a good bit of stitching done in November. I was surprised for how busy it was going to be, that I was able to get what I got done. I'm sorry, she's my dog Coconut. She is, come here. She's chewing on something and I think it's me that she's chewing on, my shoes or some cords. She's not gonna like chewing on a cord that's plugged in. Come here, come say hi. Oh. This is Coconut. This is her bark collar. We can take off. She's very barky. And since we live in a apartment complex, she can't bark. That's Coconut. Say hi, Coconut. Hi. Okay, I'll put you down. She's teasing her sister who I can't grab at the moment. But so first, I thought I would share my past Christmas finish. I only have one. And then some whips, things that I got to work on, some Stitchy Kindness, and it's like a Stitchy Kindness whip kind of combination. And some haul. I did some shopping. And I just hope that my husband doesn't watch this episode. But I will share some of the haul. I have a lot more coming and I'll explain my reasoning why. But first, let's start with a finish. So my first finish, this is a Owl Forest embroidery called Cardinals. Ooh, so pretty. And it is their kit. So it's on their kit fabric, which was a 32 count linen, even weave actually, of some variety. I think even weave. No linen, and they're over dyed cotton floss. So this is the beautiful finish. My favorite, I think, is actually the little lamp post with the cardinal sitting on top. It's very Narnia-esque to me. It makes me think of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And going in and meeting all the characters and Mr. Tumnus and having fun. And yes, I love that series. If you have not read the full 7-book series, definitely worth a read. They're very good. Actually, I intend to reread them. And so this is the cardinal pattern. So Owl Forest embroidery is based in Russia, as I'm sure most of you or many of you know. And currently you cannot buy patterns from their Russian or English website because they cannot send to the United States right now. But they have an Etsy website, and if I remember, I'll try to link it below because it's actually, I believe it's French. And in their partners in France, you can download PDF versions of their patterns from the Etsy website. And so I have several, but you unfortunately can't get their beautiful, beautiful floss. I have a few skeins of their floss for dedicated projects, of which I was very grateful to get when I got. I am a little nervous to use them though, because if I run out, then I can't get a replacement easily, at least. So, but I love their patterns. I think they're stunning, and I basically want to do them all. So once more, cardinals. A Christmas past finish. Finish of Christmas past. I'm sorry, it's so wrinkly too. Little wrinkles in there. But that is my Christmas finish. And so, stick that back there. My next kind of grouping will be whips. And I decided, actually a lot of these are new starts. I finally decided on what I want to stitch for the Mirabilia Cross Stitch Retreat, Queen City Retreat in Charlotte next October. And so I decided on the Cottage Garden Fairy by Mirabilia, which is an out of print pattern, but it's actually not, of all of the out of print patterns, it's not too terribly hard to come by. It comes up on eBay pretty regularly. They're expensive, but they have some variability in their pricing, and you can actually get it for not an extreme amount of money. But that is the Cottage Garden Fairy. I think she's beautiful. She just has such an array of different colors in her. Yes. And of course, as everyone says, pictures never do justice, right? So this is my start on her, and she is still, actually I'll probably use this, still in the Q-snap because I'm working on her regularly. So that, it's not a bad start for starting in November. This is, down here is like the bottom of the first page, and then this is the second page. So this is going to be her, it's very sparkly, I don't know if you can tell. Very sparkly belt, it's going to be full of beads. And then this is her waist kind of coming up where she's going to extend her hand, outstretch her hand with her wand. And so I'm stitching it. Oh, sorry. My puppy is eating something again. Stitching it. Nope, don't eat that, baby. Sorry about that. 2/2 with the called for colors on just a 32 count cream Lugana by Zweigart. And I've decided, I mean, my name is Lady Lugana, but I have been doing a lot of stitching on linen, but I really like Lugana. I think it's beautiful, and I like how perfect the crosses look because it's an even weave. So that is the start on the Cottage Garden Fairy. So I'm excited about her. This is a needle minder by Clay by Kim's, one of her acrylics. And this actually is an Owl Forest embroidery needle minder. And then this one, oh, I can't think of her name. She's the one who makes the grime guards on Amazon. But I can't think of her name. And with all of her grime guards comes a butterfly. So, and that is Cottage Garden Fairy. She is in, I decided I should show you some of my bags since I think they're lovely, and people who make them deserve credit for their beautiful bags. So this was made by So Much to Love, and this is what Cottage Garden Fairy hangs out in. And it's a soft finish, no vinyl or, but I love the little lace bit here. And then the inside is polka dots. I love Winnie the Pooh. When I was 12 years old, my whole room was decorated in Winnie the Pooh, and Tigger was my favorite. And there's Tigger down there. So that is where Cottage Garden Fairy lives. So my next whip / new start. So my birthday is next month, but there's a big but. I promised I'm doing a year where I have no new starts and I'm only stitching from stash. Hence the reason I bought so much stuff, so that I could start it and then I could just say that it was already started and not have to worry about a new start next year. But this is my birthday next month. My birthday start is going to be Night Walked Down by the Blue Flower. I love this piece. I don't know what about it speaks to me, but it does. There's something peaceful about it. It reads as calm, peaceful twilight, where everything is going to sleep before the nighttime creatures wake up. And I love the colors. And of course you can't get over that cat right there. I don't know if you can see, she's holding the moon in her hands. And the quote reads, "Night walked down the sky with the moon in her hand." I think it's lovely. So I only got a very small start on this. The reason being is it's supposed to be a birthday start, and I don't want to work on it too much. You don't need to bark. Work on it too much with my birthday being next month versus this month. Oh, hey. No. No. Please don't bark. Don't bark. I don't know how to pause and restart this. And so this is where I am on Night Walked Down. And it's stitched using all the called for colors, and there's beautiful overdyes. You can kind of see it. I don't know if you can see it in her hair. That's a Gentle Arts. I think it's called Cinder. And that is, there's beautiful overdyes in this pattern. I love it. So that's my baby start. And it's stitched on, oh goodness. I just lost what it was. Is a picture of this plus. I think it's called Heartland. 32 count. But this one, I have several pieces. After I got this piece, I bought several pieces more. And I think this one's just a touch more purple, whereas the other ones are a touch more green-gray. And so it's perfect for this piece, I think. But not quite what the other pattern or the other pieces of linen look like. So that is Night Walk Down. And I can't wait to get back to her. Start her again next month. So, and she lives in just a plastic, like one of the Amazon zippy bags. Let's see. What else did I work on? So one of the other things I worked on is my full coverage Empress Eugenie. And let me pull up a picture of that one. It's a Heaven and Earth design. Cross stitch patterns. Here we go. And this is what the final pattern will look like. Oh, it's so beautiful. Love it. And this is where I was last time. I hope my picture came through. So you can see where I was. Here we are. Woo! There goes my iPad. So that's where I was last time. Not a great picture, actually, but you can see I had just started the little top of this like bush tree thing. And here is where I am now. And it looks so good. It always looks better when you go back. And so I got all of this filled in, all of this, which is about, I think it ended up being about 2,500 stitches in total. and it brought me up to 4.5%. I was at like 3 point something. And now I'm at 4.5% done. And so, oh, that looks so good from far away. You can see like the clouds, and you can tell that it's an actual picture versus when you're up close. So that is my Empress Eugenie, and the art is originally by, oh, let me think of what his name is. Franz Xavier Winterhalter. And so that's his original art. And one of his, interestingly, one of his focus, I guess, muses was Empress Eugenie. He has a lot of pieces that feature her as the Empress. And so that is my whip. And she's going to go away for probably the month of December. And then I'll pull her back out and work on her every other day starting in January again. But I want to just stitch Christmas in December. And so working on her every other day, I'm like, nah, she can have 2 breaks during the year, October and December, where she doesn't need to be the focus piece. And let's see, my last whip for November, I was in a full, full coverage mood. And so I started another full coverage, and it is the Dress of Daydreams. Yeah, Dress of Daydreams. And it is by Josephine Wall. And I just love this piece. Like, I adore this piece. You can kind of see the pattern inside here, but I don't think you can really see it. So, those colors, the scene, her red hair, the dress, the swans, everything about this I love. And I was really excited about the likelihood of this all being block stitching up here. And so this is not as big as the Empress Eugenie. It's a smaller piece. And I decided if I was going to finish 2 Heaven and Earth designs in my lifetime, this would be one of them, and Empress Eugenie would be one of them. So I will focus on these ones. So I don't have a before picture because I didn't start it until this month. I think everything is basically a new start this month. But this is where I am, and this is about 1,600 stitches, but it's less than 1%. And you can't really tell much. It's just a blob of blue, but it was fun. It was a fun blob of blue to stitch. And so, oh, look at that. That's my husband calling. I'm going to hang up on him. He's probably calling because we went and looked at a house this morning. Oh, it's so perfect. It's like the perfect house. It's an old historical house. It used to be a tavern. And believe it or not, this house was where a tavern carriage house type thing, where they used to change over their horses. So they would come in from Boston here and change over their horses before going on towards Montreal. And so it was a huge hub of, just a hub for people stopping and staying. And there was a ballroom in it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, eek, I can't wait. I don't know if we're going to make an offer. I really hope we're going to make an offer. I'm trying to convince my husband that we're going to make an offer. I think he's on board. I think it meets a lot of his wish list checkoffs for his future home. It has 4 fireplaces in it, and they're all functional. Fun fact, if you move to New England, fireplaces are not always functional, nor are there many fireplaces. They've all been replaced with other things like wooden stoves and coal stoves, and I don't know what other kinds of stoves, but the like potbelly stoves, which are also cute. But he wanted fireplaces, and it literally has 4. I was like, wow. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. But in the meantime, I'll just keep working on Dress of Daydreams. And so this is Dress of Daydreams by Josephine Wall. It's a Heaven and Earth design. Oh, it's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. And so that was November, and I have done 1 week of December. So I have a little bit of Christmas stitching that I can share. The first one is an advent calendar, which is super adorable, and I can't think of the name. Here it is. I'll bring it up and show you. For this, I use Mark It Up. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, and so you can mark it in your, it's like Pattern Keeper, except it's for other types of patterns that are PDF, and you can mark them, and I really enjoy using it. But this is Christmas Advent, I think it's what it's called, by Croqueta Gogo, maybe? Yeah, Christmas Advent, I think. And this is what it's going to look like. And I've seen a few people, they started this as a stitch along last year. That's when I purchased it. I started it this year. But I was thinking, oh, that would be such a cute stitch along. These blocks are huge. There are a lot of stitches in this. This is not a small, like, do a block a day kind of thing. No, do a block a week kind of thing, for me at least. And so I think this is absolutely adorable, though. The details, the colors, it's just beautiful. And then I love that it ends on the Christmas with the Santa and the sleigh. And yeah, so I started smack in the middle, and I've been working on this block. And this is where I am. Block number 10. It's just so adorable. I have this bright light. I wonder, kind of brings out the richness of the colors if I turn it off. But look at that. It's got little candy canes. And I'm sorry I have this string hanging. I was working on this bow. Little candy canes, and it's cute. It's adorable. So I'm going to work on that some more this season. And try to get some solid progress on that because it's just so cute. Why not? And in line with the fact that I didn't really have a lot of Christmas stuff to stitch. I had some pieces, but they're more like winter scenes that I showed in my whip parade, like the Dimensions Winter Impressions kit. And then I decided, since I wasn't going to buy anything new next year or start anything new, no buying or starting, I needed to just buy everything now and start it all now. And so I have another start that I did just a few stitches on. It's not a big start, but it's a cool fabric and it's a cool color. And this is Mirabilia's Winter White Santa, I think it's called. The pattern is not in here. It's buried. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, no. Sorry about that. Let's hope I can figure out how to piece these all together and hope that my dog doesn't lose her mind again. She is watching the neighbors out the window. So I don't know. We'll see. But what I was saying is this is Winter White Santa by Mirabilia. And it is full of shiny, beautiful things. Like the Krynic itself is just so shiny. Let me show you the water lilies and at least one of the Krynics. This is one of the Krynics. Look how beautiful that is. And it's so green and it's so Christmassy. Look at that. Who wouldn't want to stitch with that? I want to stitch with that. And it's got Whisper in it. I have no idea what it's for. Maybe his beard. We'll see. And it's got this beautiful water lily that's very Christmassy to me. It's like a very muted, let me turn this back on. Muted Christmas, like Victorian Christmas to me. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. So I'm excited to stitch this one. Ooh, and look at this one. It's dark. Oh. Wow. Oh, it's going to be good. Going to be good. So I'll stick those away. There's 2 more Krynics I already started using. And so they're not in this little baggie to show you, but I'll show you on my pattern stitch. Like I said, I barely got anything started on this. It was just to get it started this month and to keep working on it this month. So this is about a day, evening of stitching, a couple hours of stitching. But look how shiny it is. It's going to be his staff. And this is his cloak coming down. It's like, as you can tell, I do some middle starts. Yeah, I do middle starts mostly. But it's just so pretty. There's sparkles. Sparkles. My goodness. And this is an even weave as well. It's 32 count Dove Lugana by Witch Help, I believe. No, by Zweigart. It's soft. And I'm doing called for colors 2/2. And so hopefully next time I see you, there's actually going to be some more on here that's like noticeable. And then last but not least, I showed this in my whip braid. It's also a full coverage. And it is called Father Christmas. Just in the Christmas mood, guys. Just want to stitch all things Christmas. This one is also a full coverage piece that I'm going to work on this year a little bit. If I can find him. Sorry. Show you a picture of him. Here he is. He's shrinky. I don't know what's going on over here. He's shrinky, but you can still see him. That's Father Christmas. And I am up here in this area. Can't wait to get to this red colors. You know how cool that's going to be? So cool. I'm excited because I got beyond the snow just a little bit to the very tippy tip of his hat. Very tippy tip. And so it's not, there we go. I'm up there where that little ball is. And the little gold rim. So no more whites, silvers, purples, something different. Browns. And so here is where I am. There we go. See the very tippy tip of his hat? The trees coming in down here. And then all snow. So much snow. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. You kind of can see it. There you go, a little bit. Hi, Primrose. Do you want to come say hi now, too? Come here. Oh, do you want to see the other one? Oh. This is the other one. This is Primrose. Hi, Primrose. She's watching her sister. She can't get on the bed, but Coconut can. Say hi. Oh, say hi. You're looking a hot mess. Yes, you are. So that is Father Christmas. That is my last whip. I worked on it a little bit this week. And so, yeah, I have a little bit of Stitchy kindness and a little bit of haul and a little bit of plans. Besides all of the things that I just showed you that I really want to work on, I have a couple of other things. Oh, I forgot a whip. I don't know. This one doesn't really count. I've worked on it just a little bit. It's teeny tiny. It's a Mill Hill ornament I'm hoping to get done by Christmas. We'll see. But it's got a Westie in it. Primrose and Coconut are Westies. And they're down there wrestling again. I love Westies. It is. Look how cute that is. So I'm excited. Let's see if I can that way. Excited to get it done and put a little piece of felt on the back and get it hanging. Speaking of ornaments, let me do my Stitchy Kindness first. A Stitchy Kindness project. So I have a friend. She's one of the nephrologists here at the hospital I work at. And we both cross stitch and we get together. We've started to get together and we want to once a month to stitch together. So that's part of plans too. But she gave me the Teresa Wensler, the castle. She started it a long time ago and she said she would never finish it. And so I need to wash, iron, get rid of the masking tape. But look at that. I have a project to finish. Need to wash it out. But I'm excited to do it. Look at all that. She did a lot of it already. My goodness. It looks great. And this is, it looks like an 18 count Ada. If I would guess. Maybe a 20 count. Most likely an 18 count. But you can see the blended threads in here. And it's just going to be gorgeous. Look at that wing and that head. It's going to be great. So I plan on finishing this at some point. And first, got to wash it. And I've never washed a cross stitch though. So that is going to be interesting. And then plans. Oh, yeah, plans. So besides all the other Christmas stuff that you saw, I would love to start Deck the Halls by Satsuma Street as well. Look at those colors. Aren't they just gorgeous? Oh. And this may or may not, probably will, be a gift. I have, my husband has a war buddy and his wife. She is very into mid-century style and mid-century, like we both collect Pyrex. She got me into collecting Pyrex. I collect the golden butterfly design, and she collects all of them. And so she loves mid-century, 50s, kind of early 60s. And some of her Christmas decor, she has 2 different themes, and one of them is this color palette. And so I think that it has a 50s vintage vibe to me. And so I think maybe stitching this for them at some point. And I just really want to work on it. So I'm probably will stitch a little bit of this winter, Christmas. And then, speaking of Teresa Winsler, where did it go? I'm going to duck. I'm sorry. That's the pattern. Ah, here it is. I picked up the 12 Days of Christmas. And aren't they just darling? They're just so dang cute. I can't help but think they're so dang cute. And so I don't have any floss or anything, but I did order and pick up some just cream Lugana to stitch them on. And so I think maybe trying to get one of those done. I have lofty goals. Good chance that's not going to happen. Lofty goals, but I'm officially done with school for this semester, and I have quite a bit more time off in December than I've had in the past weeks, months. And I'm looking forward to using that time to stitch if we're not using that time to buy a house and close on a house, which would also be exciting. So other plans, and then I'll finish my haul. Oh, reaching again, I'm sorry. So my husband and I are very close friends, are having a baby. One of them is from China and one of them is from Canada. And so what I want to do, I don't have the last pattern to it, but I want to, do these 2. This is Pretty Little Cities by Satsuma Street. This is Toronto. He's from Toronto. That's Toronto. Yeah, that's Toronto. No, don't eat the pattern. Hey, come on. Don't eat the pattern. That's Toronto, and that's Hong Kong. And then in the middle, let me see if I can find Pretty Little Baby. Pretty Little Baby Palace, Pretty Little something. Find it on my phone. I want to do it so that, oh, here we go, yep. Each side, so we have Toronto and we have Hong Kong. And then in the middle, it would be Pretty Little Baby. Oh, maybe you can't see that. Let's try turning this off. I don't know if you can see that. That's not any better, is it? So it's a castle, and it's going to have the name, and I thought putting that in the middle would be fun. So that is a project planned. And then haul. A little bit of haul. Actually, I got a lot of haul. It's just not here yet. I went a little crazy. And I kitted up some lavender and lace and some mirabilia. So we'll see. Maybe get to those. But I got a special... I have a very special mirabilia that arrived that took me forever to get a hold of. And it is Queen of Freedom. If you are familiar with the queens, I now have all 4 seasons and the Queen of Freedom. And I call her the Christmas Queen. I don't think she is the Christmas Queen. But I also have Queen of Peace, which is on the way. And so I think my collection of my queens is complete. I was very excited to get a hold of this one. Bible in her hand, the flag in her lap. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And then, of course, Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. I probably won't start this year, but I decided to end Shores of Hawk Run Hollow. I have Autumn and I have Halloween, but I needed these two to kind of round it out. So, and that is my haul. So that is everything. It was wonderful spending time with you today. I'm very hopeful that I can smoosh these videos together. Give it a whirl. If not, we'll see how it goes. And I look forward to spending some time with you in about a month. You guys have a happy, or blah, 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 Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's, and I will see you soon. Bye.